What's going on, everybody? Matt here. So I just got home from seeing the Demon Slayer movie, and man, was it great, and I have a lot to talk about, and I just want to give a quick review about it. But before I jump in, I do want to say this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, you might want to stay away from this video for right now, and come back after you see the movie, and also make sure to go down below and subscribe if you like Demon Slayer, because there will be much more videos like this in the future, and more anime videos, so go do that. But let's jump into the review. So the Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train. What a fun adventure. I've been waiting to see this movie for quite a long time. Obviously, things happened and the movie was delayed, but it finally hit theaters and I was able to watch the dubbed version, and it was just such a great movie. I love being back in this world with these characters. And I really did miss it. Watching this, I'm like, okay, now I'm ready for season 2. If anything, this movie got me more ready for season 2. And it was just a very fun adventure overall. I think the first thing I want to talk about in regards to this movie is the animation. The animation was incredible. I love the animation. I mean, Demon Slayer's animation is just amazing, and in this movie, it just continued that, and it was so great. Mostly the fight scenes with the different breathing techniques, with like the flames and the water and the lightning. It just all looks so good. The characters look great. The animation was just incredible. The CGI was also pretty great. And overall, from a visual standpoint, the movie was incredible. It just looks so great. I'm so glad I got to see it on the big screen. As for the story was very well told. I really enjoyed the story that was told. We had the main trio going on this train, trying to figure out why people are disappearing, and obviously it's because of demons. On the train, they meet up with Rengoku, and they have to figure out and defeat the demons on this train. While they're on the train, they all get stuck in their own dreams, and they have to figure out a way to get out. Tanjiro actually ends up getting out, but I like seeing everybody's dream and, what they were dreaming about and what dream they were stuck in. Zenitsu and Inosuke's dreams were pretty comical. Rengoku's was about his past, his father, and his family. And then Tanjiro's just hit hard because it was about his family and him, living life without them dying. And it just hit so hard knowing, their outcome and what really happens, and him stuck in his dream and his false reality, believing that they're still alive, but then he obviously gets out of it. And the way he gets out of his dream was very bold, because if one thing went wrong, he was dead forever. And they really made that clear, so it was very bold of him to kill himself in his dream, but he did, and it worked out for the better. But just seeing Tanjiro's dreams with his family just hit so hard, mostly when the youngest brother was on screen, just knowing their fate, knowing what happened, it hurt so much, and it was hard to watch, it hurt to watch, but it was great storytelling overall. One thing I did like about the whole dream sequence was the dream invaders, how these people tethered themselves to the characters, allowing them to get into their dreams. And if they got to, I believe it was the core, and stabbed it, they would actually kill the characters. And it just brought a little bit of stakes, and I really liked that idea of like dream invaders and them trying to kill the person within their dream. It was just really interesting, and I liked that idea. Obviously, at some point, they all awaken from the dream, and then shit just starts to go down. You have them going against the Dream Demon, and the Dream Demon actually forged with the train, which was really interesting, really surprising. I didn't expect him to forge with the train, and it just created for this really epic moment with all the characters just trying to stop him. There's multiple times where Tanjiro almost loses. He almost kills himself at some point because he thinks he's stuck in a dream, but he's not. Inosuke and Tanjiro actually end up cutting down the demon's neck bone or whatever on the train. And they kill the demon, and it was just a really cool fight overall, just seeing all of them use their different techniques, and just the animation just enhanced that, and it was just a really cool fight scene on that train. But it's not done there. There was much more after that, which I did not expect to see. After the train comes to a stop and we figure out everybody's okay, a demon appears, and it's one of the upper three, and it's this intense battle. I did not expect this big elite demon to come out of nowhere, and it's this demon versus Rengoku, because Tanjiro's down at this point. He's like, leave it to me, I got him. And it's a really fierce and intense fight, and it kept going back and forth, who was going to win, who was going to die. It was just very high stakes. I didn't know who was going to come out victorious. And, there's this moment where you think that Rengoku won. He has the sword in his neck, and all he had to do was put a little more pressure, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't kill the demon. The demon was just too strong. Tanjiro goes after him. That was just an intense, heartbreaking moment, seeing Tanjiro just yell at the demon, and then we find out that Rengoku's not going to make it, and he sadly dies, which I did not expect at all. I did not expect to see him dying. I thought this movie was just the introduction to his character, and he was going to be built up and just be a more important character as the series went on, but no, he died, and it was just heartbreaking. It hurts so much to see this character die, mostly when you spend this whole movie learning about this character, his backstory, and just seeing Tanjiro break down, all of them just break down in tears. It was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. I did not expect to see him die, and I think this adds fuel to Tanjiro's fire. I think you're just going to see him take that next step in this next season just because of what this did to him and how this impacted him. And it just hit hard, and Rengoku's death just really hurt. It really did hurt, mostly with those credits showing pictures of him. I'm just like, no, please don't hurt me like this. But overall, this movie was great. There was great action, great animation. It pulled on the heartstrings. And I think it's going to lead into a great season 2. There's a lot of setup this movie does. Tanjiro doesn't have his blade anymore. Rengoku asked Tanjiro to go to his residence or to his home. And this movie did a good job of setting up the future. I'm just more excited than ever to see the next season. I don't think it can come any sooner. I just need it now at this point. I really just want it. But if I had to give this movie a rating, I would give it a rating of like an 8.7, 8.8. It was really solid. I can't wait to see it on digital or Blu-ray in the future. It was just such a fun watch. The animation was great. The fight scenes were great. It hurt. It was enjoyable. It was comedic. It just covered a lot of great things that I love to see. And overall, it was an experience, and I really enjoyed this movie. But that's going to wrap up the review. Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below if you guys seen the movie, or if you guys want me to answer any questions in regards to the movie that I didn't bring up. Just let me know your general thoughts in the comments down below. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It does help me out a ton. We're going to have a new first time watching series where I'm going to watch a new anime for the first time, and it's going to be Hunter x Hunter. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to go down below, subscribe if you like Demon Slayer. But that's the end of the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.